Kia ora, Helen Brums here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 2103. Today's episode is called Becoming is Messy and Beautiful. Yes, we're continuing our series of things, of living our legacy in the moment. And this is part of the Becoming series. So this is our first episode of the Becoming series that we'll be looking at this week. So every night at 6 p.m. Pacific, except for Monday. Monday will be at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Sorry, I just had to, I'm not sure if there's any other ones this week. But anyway, so tonight we're talking about becoming is messy and beautiful. Growth is not a clean, straight line. Whenever you're growing, if you think about all the times when you're put into situations where you have to stretch and grow and become something a little different than what you were, it's a little bit of a crooked road. It's uncomfortable, it's surprising, and often feels like you're doing something wrong when you're actually doing something real. So tonight is your reminder, becoming who you're meant to be is supposed to feel messy. Oh, I love it. If your life feels like a beautiful mess right now, you're probably exactly where you are meant to be. Oh my gosh. I so relate to that comment because right now my life is a complete mess. Physically, mentally, it's a complete mess. I'm in the process of transforming and transferring and moving and everything else. There's so much stuff up in the air as to when I can actually go to New Zealand. It all depends on Zephy and her ability to be able to travel. Physically, my life is messy because I'm sorting through 28 years worth of crap, but I'm getting there. I'm working that. I am working that. Got to do some yard work today. Got to do a little bit of housework today. Got to do some relaxation today. I got Porch Light Letters first newsletter ready to rock and roll out first thing in the morning. So if you're not signed up for our Porch Light newsletter yet, please click on the QR code up here or go to porchlightnewsletters.com and you can sign up there. And when you do, you will receive a free sample of the Porch Light Reflection Journal, which has 5 prompts in it and 5 non-prompt pages. So a total of 10 pages, plus some extra little pieces in there for you. And if you want to know what they are, you got to go get the journal. And if you do it tonight, you'll be able to receive our first edition in your inbox tomorrow morning. And it's going to go out early. It's going early. Well, early for those of us on the West Coast, it'll be going out. I think I programmed it for 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. So yes, so be ready for that. Also today, I have to mention it is May 4th, Star Wars Day and everything else. It was on this day 6 years ago today in 2019 that I purchased sparkles. I had asked Brad for a sign about this RV. Was it the right RV? I did not pick up on the hint or the clue or the sign till 6 months later that I purchased it on May 4th. He was a huge Star Wars fan. And so when I realized that like 6 months later, I said to him, we have to have a conversation about clear signs. Yes, May 4th may have been very clear to you, not so much to me. But anyway, that reminds me, it's a friend's birthday today. Yes. Yes, it is. Anyway, so just those 2 little tidbits for you for today. So back on schedule for what we're talking about tonight. So if your life feels like a bit of a beautiful mess right now, you're probably exactly where you're meant to be. So I know I am in this place, this point in time, because I am exactly where I need to be at this point in time. The myth of clean transformation. Social media shows the glow up, not the gritty middle. In real life, growth looks like second guessing yourself, messy journaling, and stretching through the discomfort. The number of times I will get up in the middle of the night because something is racing around in my head and it's not going to get down until I journal it. So I get up, I sit down with my journal, and I just start journaling. I could look at it the next morning and go, I can't even read that. You're allowed to be in between. You are allowed to be undone. You don't have to show the glow up. Show the gritty middle. That is being real. That is being authentic. And that is showing up as you are. Signs you're in a season of becoming. Feeling disorientated. Oh, yes, I totally know this one. Actually, what was it? I had an angel card the other day. I can't remember which angel card it was. But the very first sentence it said on there is that you're feeling discombobulated. And I thought, I don't think I've ever seen that word written down before, discombobulated. And that's exactly how I'm feeling. And even though I'm getting pulled in all different directions, I'm trying to keep in mind the question anytime I go to do something new, is this going to help me get to New Zealand? If the answer is yes, we move forward. If the answer is maybe not really, it gets pushed to the side for now until it becomes a requirement for becomes something that I have to do to get me to New Zealand. So for that. But if you're feeling disorientated or discombobulated, your old identity doesn't fit, but your new one isn't fully formed. So you're kind of like shedding the old, but the new's not ready to be exposed yet. You'll get emotional growing pains, grieving who you were, and you'll feel unsure of who you are becoming. And when you're in that unsure moment, know that something good is coming and concentrate on that. Deeper inner questioning followed by strange little glimpses of clarity. Absolutely. This is one reason that we created the prompt journal of Porch Light Reflection Journal, because it helps you ask those deep inner questions. And if you noticed over the last 3 weeks, we're actually asking you very reflective questions about whatever the topic was for the podcast that day, because we want to help you get to where you need to be by questioning things, and you will get those little strange bits of clarity. Why the mess matters? Mess is movement. If you ain't moving, you ain't making a mess. It's as simple as that. What feels like falling apart is often the old self cracking open to let the new one in. And I'll tell you this, keep moving forward. I actually have a t-shirt that says keep moving forward on the front, and on the back, it's got things like crawling is okay, vomiting is okay. What are some of the other ones on? There's about 4 or 5 things listed on the back. And then at the very bottom, it says quitting is not okay. So think about that. Keep moving forward, even if you have to get on your hands and knees and crawl, as long as you've got that forward momentum. Yes, it's going to get messy down there. I always think of when I've got to crawl, when I'm going through something and I'm literally crawling through the mud. I think of all the obstacle courses I have done over the years when I was in the Air Force, where we had mud and we had to keep our butts down. And you see them all over in the movies and in person as well, where they've got the barbed wire things that you've actually got to crawl underneath, and you've got to use your elbows and your legs to help push you through, but you've got to keep your butt down, otherwise it gets snagged. It's messy. You're moving forward. You are making progress. Keep going. What it feels like falling apart is often the old is cracking open to let the new one in. Becoming is not about fixing. It's about unfolding. So who you are becoming is you shedding off the old skin, putting on and revealing the new skin that is underneath. So it's a revelation. It's unfolding. Think about it like when you change the sheets on the bed. You know when you got to change the sheets on it. Some people have a regular roster. Others just do it by feel. The sheets might smell. They might be a little stiff, whatever. They might feel crusty. I don't know. There's different ways that people use to tell. Some do it on a regular basis. Others, they do it by feel. How they feel. Do they feel comfortable in these sheets? Are the sheets keeping them awake at night because of the smell? We need to become like the old sheets. We need to pull them off the bed, and then you unfold the new sheets that smell fresh and crisp and clean. And then my favorite thing to do when I put new sheets on the bed is to go and have a shower so that I'm clean, getting into clean sheets, and putting body lotion on and letting that absorb, and then sliding in between those nice, fresh, crisp, clean sheets. There is nothing like it. So I've gone from becoming with my sheets on the bed, the dirty sheets on the bed, to having the new ones unfolded and crisp on the bed and just sliding in between. And you just lay there and go, I have absolutely no idea how that came into my head, but it did. Anyway. Crisp sheets, okay. Anyway, things to let go of this season: the need to explain yourself to everyone. You only need to explain yourself to you. You don't need to explain yourself to everybody. There are some people in your life who you take into your confidence that, yes, you might feel you have to explain, but you don't need to. Other things to let go is shame around not having it all figured out. You are figuring it out as you go, step by step. As you keep moving forward, things are being revealed and you are starting to figure things out. Will you ever figure it all out? No. I'm telling you right here, right now. You're going to think you've got it all figured out, but then something's going to come along that's going to upset everything, and you're going to go, oh, I guess we forgot to figure out that portion. And you also let go of the temptation to go back to what's familiar just because it's easy. This is all about stepping outside of your comfort zone to keep moving forward, to get down in the dirt, to get messy. And you need to go through all of that to uncover your beautiful self. You are beautiful on the inside. You may not believe it. You may not think so. But this process you're going to go through is going to reveal that beauty that you have on the inside and bring it to the forefront. So your reflection questions are, for today, when in your life do you feel, where in your life do you feel in between right now? Where in your life do you feel in between right now? And these reflective questions are down in the comments and the description of the video below. What are you shedding that no longer fits, but still feels hard to release? Yes, there are many times that we go through things like that. What are you shedding that no longer fits, but still feels hard to release? What's one messy part of your growth you're willing to celebrate instead of hide? Now, there's a good one for you. You know, even though you're going through mess right now, getting past a piece of mess, like finishing that crawl underneath the barbed wire and everything, that crawl, that on the front crawl that you do to get through that, celebrate that. Even though you're covered in mud from head to toe, you've probably got mud in your mouth and your ears, in places you don't want to mention. Celebrate it because you got through that messy part, and now you can go and have a shower and clean it all off. Well, actually, no, you've got the rest of the obstacle course to go. You're going to enjoy that shower so much better when you finish that course. Celebrate. Whenever you get over any obstacle, celebrate it. Celebrate it. Even if you're covered in mud from head to toe and everywhere in between. Celebrate the fact that you got through that obstacle, that hurdle, that messy part, because now you can keep moving on. And here's our thought for the today. Becoming isn't tidy. It's tender, raw, and brave. And the mess you're in right now, it might just be your masterpiece in progress. And with that, we are out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we will see you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Hey,